Hello guys, Cy Leslie here at Gers TV, and I've got Gordy here, and he's live from the Cobb Club in Belfast. How you doing, Gordy? Up, you're on mute. You put yourself on mute, mate.
Yeah, we're live here at the QB Club Sandy Row. Apologise for the background noise. Big fight tonight, Crocker against Donovan in the rematch. So a bit of background noise. I do apologise. I will go on mute while we're talking, but it's a really important show tonight because Rangers just lost it 2-0 to Hearts at home. So it's really important to go on live and do a quick reaction show to the game today. Simon, thoughts of the game?
Aye, so first of all, Hearts outplayed Rangers. Hearts won 2-0 at Ibrox. My prediction when I was talking to the guys was 2-1 to Hearts. I've not been confident for the game all day. Hearts outclassed us, outsmarted us, outfought us, outbattled us. Everything on the park Hearts were good at. They were quite exciting at times, and Rangers were absolutely garbage. It was a classic Russell Martin display. The fans have made their voice clear, and I support them 100%. I've never seen Ibrox, and I'm talking about back to the John Gregg days, I have never seen Ibrox so toxic. The support want Russell Martin out. They want him out now. I would go further than that and say that's not good enough. I think that we have to get rid of Russell Martin, Patrick Stewart and Thelwell. All three are as guilty as each other. This is a total shit show and it cannot continue. There's been a press conference and I believe that Russell Martin has been grilled. It's been an absolute nightmare from today. His time is up.
Well, Simon, it's very good points, and I want to be honest with the viewers, honest with yourself. I fell out with you personally last year because I backed come on when the Gers TV, people in the Gers TV, yourself included, were telling them his time was up, and I went too far the other way and went, no, give him time. So I'm with you 100% this time with him. The fact of the matter is, yes, we've got a new manager, a new background team, a new staff, a new squad, and new signings, but he's had 2 weeks since the Old Firm game, where we didn't have a shot and goal to freshen things up, have new tactics, have new ideas, and it's even worse. It was a backward progression. And the new signings, Gassama, Antman, went backwards. And it's an absolute, I don't want to swear because it's a family show. I'm so embarrassed. That's where I felt it was really important to do a show tonight, even over from Belfast, because I'm so embarrassed, I'm so ashamed. And I would hope, I can't see him doing it, but I would hope that Russell Martin did a decent thing and resign. Can you see him doing that, Simon?
No, he gets a massive contract, and I don't think he's. I don't like him as a person. I don't think he's the kind of character. I don't think he's got the decency to do that because of the money that's involved in it. That's why I'm calling for the head of the three of them. The biggest problem you've got with guys like Martin, they don't understand it. They don't seem to realise he'll probably think that Rangers were unlucky today. The truth of the matter, we were outclassed by Hearts. Hearts deservedly go on top of the league, and all credit to them. By a better manager, a manager who I've claimed for a few years now would be a far better manager at Ibrox than the last two. The Derek McInnes, a Rangers man and a guy that knows Scottish football. We were also outclassed by Dundee, who have a manager who's ridiculed in Scottish football, Stephen Presley. It is simply nowhere near good enough for the support and for the people that pay good money to go and watch it. There was no fight. There was nothing. I didn't see anything there that tells me that we've improved. All I can see is decline at a rapid state. The whole game, the fans were chanting to get rid of the manager. This was when the team came off at half-time as well, and when they came on, the support have had enough. There was one spell in the game where Rangers played okay for 15 minutes in the second half. Out with that, Hearts were by far the better team. We simply got a doing that we deserved. The manager's time's up.
Yeah, mate, we're absolutely terrible. And I'm going to tell you this. I put an article on the website today, and it was we've sold Igaman and Dessers, who scored 45 goals last season between them. 45 goals, right? We've got Danilo, 5 million, Shimeti, 10 million, and now Mivoski, 4 million. Over 20 million worth of talent that can't score. That has scored 7 goals in 2 years. 7 goals in 2 years between them. Okay, and we sold 45 goals worth from the team in the last 2 weeks, and we have regressed as a team in the last 2 weeks. It's embarrassing. I apologise to you because I backed Clement last season right until it was too late, and I just don't understand. If Russell Martin doesn't leave this weekend, then does that fall on Thirlwell and the board? And is that now a monkey against their backs, if you know what I mean, Simon?
Well, first of all, Gordy, I agree with everything you're saying there, and understand sometimes that we get things wrong, which I appreciate your comments on that. I must say this isn't going to change. If anybody thinks that the manager's going to win the support over, I'll tell you right now, the atmosphere at Ibrox today, this will not change. It is a matter of time. Now, you mentioned the strikers that we've lost and the strikers that we brought in. Let me give you a classic example. 2 goals today by Shankland. 2 goals from Shankland, the Hearts captain. Rangers daft, who was available for a free, who would have walked over broken glass to come from the M8 down to Glasgow. This boy is Rangers daft. He scores goals for fun at Ibrox. We could have got him for free, and we've just spent 8 to 10 million on a guy who no one knows who he is, and he had about 3 touches in the match. It's incredible. It's bad management.
It's not even bad management, it's bad strategy. It's bad for the board, not by Thirlwell, by Patrick Goeg in charge, by the 49ers. It's bad everything. And me and you and the guys did a show back in June. We were so excited about the future. We did a show about the new manager, the new board, and we were so excited. In Blackpool, I remember June the 4th it was, 3 months ago. Now look at this, what has happened in the last 3 months. But here's a question for you, Simon. Is there any way back at all for the manager? No matter, is there any way back at all? Can he still, at all, in any way, shape or form, prove it to the Rangers fans?
There's only one way Russell Martin would gain any respect from the Rangers support, and that, in my opinion, and that is by resigning tonight. He won't do that. He's not that kind of man. He won't. There is no way he can come back from this. I haven't heard the press conference yet. However, there's a few comments in the section here, and I spoke to one of my friends that was at it. He was absolutely grilled. The fan media, I've had enough. The support, I've had enough. And personally, you know my opinion, I had enough when I saw him at the press conference when he first signed for our club, turning up with a pair of trainers on, unshaven and a messy haircut. I don't like the guy. Everything about him's wrong. There's also concerns that I've got with the way the players are conducting themselves. We've got a wee private chat, Gordy, you know what I'm talking about here, with the way the players are dressed and their appearance out with the club. A few things happened that I won't go public with. It's an incredible downfall. This is so bad that I would go as far as to say that Clement would have actually... Clement must be laughing here. Clement is a much better manager, and I wanted rid of Clement. This is a proper shit show, and the only way that we can go forward is, it's not a case of if, it's when we sack the manager.
Okay, so it's getting a wee bit noisy here over the KOB Club Sandy Row. Probably best to wrap it up shortly. I'm going to ask somebody very quickly, my friend Graham for the KOB Club, just come on, and no swearing, please, Graham. But just give his honest opinion to sum up his opinion, because we're not biased. We it's a fan show. We want to get our fans' opinion on the situation of the manager. So, Graham, do you want to come on for 30 seconds and give your quick opinion? Then we'll sign off on Russell Martin. On you go, Graham.
Hello, I'm Graham from Belfast. And, my opinion is, I sort of agree with everything that you're saying. I think that the board actually need to take that step and say, look, this isn't working and we need you to move on. But who to bring in, I do not know, because I wanted Derek McInnes in the summer, and I thought that we would have progressed with him a hell of a lot. And half them players probably wouldn't be there if Derek McInnes had come in. We'd have had Shankland. We would have had other Scottish players, maybe a few English players that know what it's like to play for Glasgow Rangers, like the team have gone by in history. But I am just really, really, really down in the dumps about Rangers at the minute.
How would you describe the mood over here in Northern Ireland and Belfast?
Really down. Because whenever the takeover happened, everybody was excited and everybody thought, yes. And then all of a sudden, the Gerrard news stopped. And I think that would have been a good fix for maybe a year, 18 months. And who knows, maybe Gerrard would have settled the ship. But we just knew he wasn't coming back. But now over here, it's a downer again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Graham. Thanks very much. We're going to wrap up over here in Belfast in a minute. So thank you very much, Graham. Perfect. Thank you so much for your opinions.
Thanks,
Simon, thoughts on that quickly?
Aye, no, listen, it's the same here over in Scotland. Everybody feels the same. I've got Alex Kelly's gave us a big comment here. I can't really see it, God, if you want to read it out. But before I do that, I will say, even his biggest supporters will tell you at Ibrox today, there's no coming back from him. There is no coming back from that today. What I'm talking about, what I witnessed in the stands, and I watched Raskin leaving 5 minutes to go down the stairs to the dugout, and he got a standing ovation. I can't see. There's only one solution, and that is the manager has to go. Can you read that comment out for us, Gordy?
Yeah, so again, just for everyone watching, I'm live at the QB Club in Belfast at the moment, so background noise, big fight tonight. But Alex Kelly has said, just home from Ibrox, poor performance today again. We have good players, but we're not playing as a team. Ibrox is toxic. Everyone has to take responsibility for this situation, not just the manager, I think Alex is saying, and support are not innocent either. We demanded changes, but refused to give change a chance. So, Alex, I'm paraphrasing here, but from reading that, yes, you are unhappy at the situation as well, but it's not just the manager. If I'm misquoting you, please correct me, but from what I'm saying for your comment, Alex, is that it's not just the manager's at fault here, that it's a whole atmosphere at Ibrox just now. Yeah,
but back to what I'm saying, Gordy, and I think Alex will agree here. The response from the support today, there's no coming back for Russell Martin with that. I've never witnessed that in my life. And I remember the John Gregg days. I remember the certain managers that have had a hard time, even Clement in the past. But this was something different. The support don't want it. The 49ers have got one choice, and that is they have to remove him. Who comes in next is for another show. But I stand by my opinion on this. They have to get rid of all three: Russell Martin, Patrick Stewart, and Thelwell. All three must go, because if they don't, you're just going to hire a new manager again and more mistakes. £10 million for a guy who looked like a fish out of water today. Words fail me, honestly. I don't see how we can back from this.
Yeah, it's staggering. Yeah, it's staggering. We spent £8 million on the players on the bench, and he goes on. I thought he touched the ball. I think he touched the ball once. £10 million player. So basically, there is the feeling over here in Sandy Row with the Belfast. What I've got today is that there's no coming back. The fans are very much against him. Half the fans against him from the start. The fans that were prepared to give him time have now turned against him completely. And as you say, Simon, it's hard to see way back from him. The stats don't lie. We're 10th in the league. We haven't scored a goal at Ibrox for 3 weeks. It's horrible situation, and the feeling over here from Sandy Row is that the manager has to go, and sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I mean, lastly, just to finish off what I said, Hearts played great. Hearts were outstanding, and all credit to them. No, I'm not being a sore loser. Rangers,
yeah, Hearts, yeah.
The bottom line is Hearts are a far better set up team just now than Rangers. We might have better players, but they've got a manager, and we don't have a manager. We've got what you would call a coach, and it's a wrong philosophy for Rangers.
Yeah, we spent an absolute fortune on players, and we look like we haven't bought MD. It's horrible, and I think the board really has to take responsibility. Thelwell has to take responsibility as well, and there has to be big changes. I'm going to sign off here from the QB because it's getting a bit loud. And good luck to Crocker tonight the fight.
Listen, good luck to the boys again. Look, good luck to Crocker for the boys at TV. Yeah.
Okay, great.
It's a bit noisy, Gordy. I'll let you go. Cheers.
Okay, thanks very much. Good night. Thanks, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.